Exploring Algorithmic Transparency and Explainability, a Post-Singularity Governance Perspective.
Welcome to the Universal Principles podcast. Today we're diving into algorithmic transparency and explainability, a big topic as AI takes over more of our lives. We have a special guest to help us navigate this, especially in the context of post-singularity governance. What does that even mean in this context?
Thanks for having me. Post-singularity governance essentially asks, how do we govern a world where AI surpasses human intelligence? What's fascinating is that many decisions will likely be algorithm-driven. Algorithmic transparency and explainability becomes crucial. It's the idea that these complex systems need to be understandable, not just a black box spitting out answers.
So it's not enough to just see the output. We need to see how the AI arrived at that output, right? Could you walk us through a concrete example of why this is so important?
Absolutely. Imagine AI allocating resources in a social welfare program. If the algorithm denies someone benefits, that person deserves to know why. Was it a data error, a biased algorithm? Transparency helps us identify flaws and ensure fairness. Without it, we risk perpetuating existing inequalities, but at scale and with no paper trail.
That makes perfect sense. It's easy to imagine that leading to massive distrust and unrest. Can you give us another example?
Consider predictive policing. If an algorithm flags certain neighborhoods as high-crime areas, leading to increased police presence, we need to understand what data the algorithm used. Is it relying on biased historical data that unfairly targets specific communities? Transparency allows us to challenge and correct these biases, preventing a feedback loop of injustice. Otherwise, you get self-fulfilling prophecies.
So it's about accountability and preventing the AI from just reinforcing existing problems. This feels like a garbage in, garbage out scenario amplified by computing power.
Exactly. Now, this principle isn't limited to post-singularity governance, or AI. Thinking about deep learning interpretability. That's about understanding how those complex neural networks reach their conclusions, even if it's not directly for governance. If a self-driving car malfunctions, it's crucial to know why.
Okay, so similar problem, different field. So, what are some practical steps we can take now to promote algorithmic transparency and explainability before we're actually living in this AI-governed future?
Great question. First, create models with clear documentation on data sources and decision-making processes. Second, implement regulations that require algorithms to be auditable, even by non-experts. Third, campaign for the right to explanations for decisions made by algorithms, especially those affecting consumers.
Those are some great, actionable steps. I think this really highlights how critical it is to get ahead of these issues now before they become truly unmanageable. Any final thoughts?
Just that this is an ongoing conversation. Technology evolves quickly, and our understanding of its implications needs to keep pace. Algorithmic transparency and explainability is not a one-time fix, but a continuous effort to ensure fairness and accountability in an increasingly automated world.
Well, that's all the time we have for today on Universal Principles. Thanks for joining us, and thank you to our guest for shedding light on this complex but important topic. Until next time.